Hi everybody, welcome to this tutorial on graphical user interface design with Java AWT and Swing. In recent tutorials, we've been looking at how to create a JPanel and how to add components to JPanel and then add action listeners to components on panel. In today's tutorial, we're going to look at how to extract information from the panel and write it into a text file. Now, I don't know very much about this, so I did some research. I did a search for Java write to file, and I came to W3 Schools and this web page here. And it shows me there are kind of two steps that maybe I need to go through. The create file step and the write to file step. Okay? So if you come to this page or another page, make sure you read the paragraph describing what's going on. I'm certainly not going to read it for you right now, but you should read that. And when you're writing to the file, take a bit of time to read how this works. That will help you in your own work. Okay, so what I've decided to do, because it's create a file and then write, in my project, if I don't have any errors and identity box is selected, that's the situation where I want to write to the file. So the first thing I will attempt to do is create file. And the next thing I'll attempt to do is write to file. Okay, so these are two methods that I'm going to write within my redform panel class. So the first one is create file. Let's have a go. And I'm going to make this private. This method will only be called by other methods inside this class. It's not available to outside classes. And it's called create file. It doesn't return anything. I'm going to go back to W3 Schools and I'm going to grab the code. It uses exception handling, this try-catch technique. Again, I'm not very familiar with that either, but let's use it and hopefully that will help us understand it in future projects. Now, the new file that I'm trying to create, I don't want to call it that. I actually want to give it a path as well. I've created a folder called files. Let's get the path to that folder. That's in my users folder. So let's grab all that, copy it. So the path to the file is going to be all of that. Then I'm going into the files folder, and the file I'm going to try and create is registration.txt. Okay, so this is the file that I'm going to try and create. Let's get rid of these warnings. Probably have to import some stuff and import the exception handler library files. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's run this and see if it works. Let's just remember, my files folder is currently empty. Okay. Here we go. We've got an error. What's the error? Ooh, I thought there was an error there. I don't think this is going to work, is it? Let's make sure that we're filling in all the fields. And checking proof of identity, and we're going to click submit. Wah! Unlucky. Didn't like it. Let's go and see if we can figure out what's wrong. Unresolved compilation. The method write to file. Oh dear. What basic mistake, huh? We'll do that in a moment, so I'm going to comment that out, and let's try again. Okay, here we go. Oh, let's just check that my files folder is still empty. Yes, it is. Jack Jones with some random telephone number. Proof of identity. Submit. Oh, files created. Registration.txt. Let's check. Yes, there is. We've created a file. Now let's try and do it again and just see what message we get. file already exists. We tried again, but it's saying, hey, you don't need to do that. The file already exists. So that magical code that I got from W3 Schools is doing a lot of work for me. There we go. Now let's turn our attention to the right to file. So let's define it down here. It's going to be a private method which doesn't return anything. Right to file. And before I figure out the right to file stuff, I'm just going to figure out what I actually want to write. Okay, so string, let's call it my text, is a new empty string. And just to get started, I'm going to grab the data which is in these text fields. I've got name text, I've got last name text, and I've got mobile text. Okay, so these 3 text fields, I want to grab the information and append it to my text to make a string. Okay, so let's do that. My text concatenated with name text box dot get text. So we'll do that. Then we're going to concatenate just a dash. Then we're going to concatenate last name text dot get text. That's another one of my text boxes. Then we'll put another dash on there. We're just separating everything with a dash. And the final thing I'm going to put in for now is mobile text dot get text. So this thing, my text, is what I want to write to the file. So I've got all the information. Now let's go back to W3 Schools. We're going to grab the right to file code. Again, I need to import some stuff. My file name is not this one, it's this one. So let's just grab that. I'm not writing this text to the file. I'm going to write this variable, which is a string. And let's see if it works. Whoa. So Jack Jones submit. File already exists. Yep, we made it, and it successfully wrote to the file. Let's go and look in the file. Jack dash Jones dash blah blah blah. Cool. Okay, let's just see if it works again. I'm just gonna put in somebody else. Jane Doe 099999. She's female. Proof of identity has been accepted, and we will submit. Yep, the file exists. There it is, and we successfully wrote to the file. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. It overwrote Jack Jones's data, though. So everything's working, but we don't want to overwrite. We want to append. See if you can figure out how to do that.